guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know that this palette has been out forever and everyone has been doing tutorials and reviews and swatches on their channel, and I feel like I'm really late to this game, but I'm still getting a lot of messages and requests to do a review and swatch video for this palette, so I figured better late than never. So today we are going to be talking about the new, or relatively new, Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is her Modern Renaissance palette. So I'm going to be giving you all the information about this palette. We're going to be doing swatches, and then I'll tell you how much it is and whether it's worth the price tag or worth picking up or not. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So first off is packaging. You guys know that I'm a sucker for good packaging, and mine is a little bit dirty because I've been playing with this palette a lot more lately. And it's a beautiful looking palette. It's like that velvet cardboard material, very similar to the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette, the original Naked palette. It has that like velvety soft feeling. The palette is beautiful, really nicely packaged, nice and thin, so it's great for traveling, and it's just really nice and light but sturdy. The cardboard is nice and sturdy, so it's not going to break easily if you're going to be traveling with it. It is a magnetic closure, which is also really safe for traveling. So inside you get a nice sized mirror. I'm not going to blind you with it. And then you get 14 absolutely gorgeous eyeshadows. This palette is probably one of the most beautiful palettes that's been released in a really long time. I feel like a lot of the palettes that are being released lately have just been very similar to each other. They're all just kind of neutral, like brownish colors with like pops of blues or pops of purples or greens. But this one is actually really different from anything I've seen. So you still get your beautiful neutrals on this side of the palette if you like more wearable smoky eyes, but then your fun pops of colors are a little bit different from the other palettes that are being released. Instead of just one bold blue or one bold green or purple, you're getting really nice burnt oranges, you're getting magentas, this like purpley plum color, this beautiful lavender color. So it's still really different and unique while still being really neutral and wearable, and that's why I love this palette so much. So I'm gonna get into the swatches because I don't want to make this video too long, so let's get into our swatches. So those were all the swatches to this palette. So you can find this palette anywhere that Anastasia products are sold. I got mine at my Ulta. I'm pretty sure Sephora carries this, as well as Anastasia's website, of course. So this palette retails for $42, which may seem expensive compared to the other palettes that she's released. I think the last one I bought was only $29, but then again, you are getting 14 eyeshadows as compared to, I think, the other one only has 10 or maybe 8 colors, but I know this one is bigger and has more eyeshadows in it, so I think the price is definitely reasonable for the amount of colors you're getting. I definitely think that this palette is worth the money. Not only are all the eyeshadows really pigmented and wears well and long lasting, but this is just a beautiful palette to have in your collection. This is definitely unique to my own personal makeup collection. I don't have a palette with these colors in it. I do have colors that are similar to some of these shades, but most of these shades are pretty unique to my own personal collection. So I definitely think that $42 is reasonable and the palette is worth that price. So if you're thinking about picking it up or if you're just on the fence about it, I would definitely recommend it. It's great for makeup beginners if you're just tiptoeing into makeup and you want to play with more neutral colors, but it's also great for makeup artists or professionals or anyone who collects makeup because the colors are really unique and just really beautiful. And I also think that because it has such a great variety of bold colors, you can get a lot of use and a lot of different makeup looks out of this. It has your neutrals and it has your great transition colors, but it also has really nice unique pinks and magentas and plums that you don't really see in palettes being released these days. So I just really love this palette. And it's also unique because it's mostly a matte palette. There's 14 shades total and 11 of those shades are matte colors. That's pretty unique for an eyeshadow palette to have that many mattes, unless of course it is an all matte eyeshadow palette. But for an eyeshadow palette to be a majority of matte colors, I think that's pretty special and definitely worth the money because the mattes are really pigmented, they're not chalky, they're not dusty, and they blend out really well, which is hard to find in matte colors to begin with. So to have these unique colors in a matte formula, it makes it really wearable and just so easy to use. So I absolutely love this palette and I would definitely recommend it to you all. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you found this review helpful. If there's any other products you want me to try out and review for you, please let me know down in the comment section below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye guys!